Hello, and welcome to another episode of our series on the most influential figures of the ancient world. Today, we are going to talk about Julius Caesar, the Roman general and statesman who changed the course of history and became a legend. Julius Caesar was born on July 13, 100 BC in Rome, the capital of the Roman Republic. He belonged to a noble family that claimed descent from the goddess Venus, but he was not very rich or influential. He had a passion for learning and adventure, and he showed great talent in both military and political affairs. He started his career as a young officer in Asia Minor, where he fought against pirates and local kings. He also served as a quaestor, a financial official, in Spain, where he gained popularity among the soldiers and the people. He married Cornelia, the daughter of a powerful politician, and had a daughter named Julia. In 60 BC, he formed an alliance with two other ambitious men, Crassus, the richest man in Rome, and Pompey, the most successful general of his time. Together, they formed the First Triumvirate, a secret pact to control the Roman state. Caesar became consul in 59 BC, the highest office in the Republic, and secured the governorship of Gaul, a vast region that covered modern France and Belgium. For the next 8 years, Caesar waged a series of campaigns in Gaul, conquering new territories and peoples for Rome. He fought against fierce tribes such as the Helvetii, the Nervii, and the Arverni. He also crossed the Rhine River and invaded Germany, and twice crossed the English Channel and landed in Britain. He wrote detailed accounts of his wars in his famous book Commentaries on the Gallic War. Caesar's victories made him immensely rich and famous. He also gained the loyalty of his army, which he treated with generosity and respect. He rewarded his soldiers with land grants, bonuses, and citizenship. He also built roads, bridges, aqueducts, and temples to improve the infrastructure and culture of Gaul. However, Caesar's success also aroused jealousy and fear among his enemies in Rome. The Senate, the main legislative body of the Republic, was dominated by a conservative faction that opposed Caesar's reforms and popularity. They saw him as a threat to their privileges and power. They were led by Cato the Younger, a staunch defender of the traditional Roman values. In 53 BC, Crassus was killed in a battle against the Parthians in Syria, leaving Caesar and Pompey as the only members of the triumvirate. Their relationship deteriorated as Pompey sided with the Senate against Caesar. In 50 BC, the Senate ordered Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. Caesar refused to comply and instead crossed the Rubicon River with his army, a move that signaled civil war. For the next 4 years, Caesar fought against Pompey and his allies across Italy, Greece, Egypt, Africa, and Spain. He defeated Pompey at Pharsalus in 48 BC, forcing him to flee to Egypt, where he was killed by an Egyptian officer. Caesar then pursued Pompey's supporters to Africa, where he crushed them at Thapsus in 46 BC. He finally ended the war by defeating Pompey's sons at Munda in 45 BC. Caesar emerged from the civil war as the undisputed master of Rome. He was appointed dictator for life by the Senate, which gave him absolute power over all aspects of Roman life. He used his authority to enact a series of reforms that aimed to restore order, stability, and prosperity to Rome. Some of his reforms included creating a new calendar based on the solar year, which is still used today, expanding citizenship to many provinces and allies of Rome, distributing land to veterans and poor citizens, reorganizing the administration of provinces and cities, reforming the tax system and coinage, promoting public works such as roads, aqueducts, temples, theaters, libraries, etc., encouraging literature, art, science, and education. Caesar also pursued an ambitious foreign policy. He planned to launch new campaigns against Parthia, Dacia, Germany, and Britain. He also established friendly relations with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, with whom he had a son named Caesarion. However, not everyone was happy with Caesar's rule. Many senators felt that he had usurped their authority and violated the constitution of the Republic. They feared that he would abolish the Senate altogether and make himself king. They also resented his arrogance and extravagance. They formed a conspiracy to assassinate him. On March 15, 44 BC, known as the Ides of March, Caesar was stabbed to death by a group of senators in the Senate House. Among the assassins were Brutus and Cassius, two of his former friends and supporters. They claimed that they had killed Caesar to save the Republic from tyranny. However, their act backfired. Instead of restoring the Republic, they plunged Rome into a new civil war. Caesar's supporters, led by his adopted son and heir Octavian, later known as Augustus, and his loyal general Mark Antony, fought against the assassins and their allies. After a decade of bloody battles, Octavian emerged as the sole ruler of Rome and founded the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar was one of the most remarkable figures in history. He was a brilliant general, a charismatic leader, a visionary reformer, and a gifted writer. He left a lasting legacy on the Roman world and beyond. He also inspired countless artists, writers, and leaders throughout history. Thank you for watching this episode of History Heroes. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on ancient history. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell us what you think about Julius Caesar. See you next time.